Hello all, welcome to Sivan's SAP SD training in association with AMB Techno Solutions, Nizampet, Hyderabad. We are specialists in SAP SD training and providing job assistance by SAP industry experts with more than 15 years of SAP industry experience. We are providing the complete SAP SD training with real-time experts and examples. For SAP SD training queries, please reach out to the below numbers. Thank you. So today I'm going to explain about the importance and significance of 16 columns in pricing procedure. So in my previous video, I have explained the complete SAP SD pricing concepts and why it is required and what is the significance of pricing in SAP SD. So that we have seen in my previous video. Today, I'll be explaining you all about the SAP SD 16 columns, the importance of 16 columns in pricing procedure. So we all know, so definitely wherever you go, any kind of interview or any kind of a client, definitely they will be having their own business processes and their own pricing procedures to handle their business processes. So today I would like to help you more about the simplification of these 16 columns importance in pricing procedure. So there are 16 columns in pricing procedures. They are number 1 step, number 2 counter, number 3 condition type, number 4 description, number 5 from column, number 6 to column, number 7 manual, number 8 mandatory, number 9 statistical, number 10 print, number 11 subtotal, number 12 requirement, number 13 alternative formula for condition type, and number 14 alternative formula for condition base value, number 15 accounting key, and number 16 accruals. So we will see in the system how it looks like. So this is how it looks like in the SAP system. When you enter into SAP using the transaction code V/08, so this is the standard pricing procedure which we use it. And then accordingly, we define all these pricing condition types. So here you can see that step, counter, condition type, description, from column, to column, manual, required, statistical, print, subtotal, requirement, calculation, alternative calculation type, alternative condition base value, account key, and accruals. So now I'll be explaining you the importance and the definition of each and every column in the pricing procedure, and then I'll show you in the system also once I complete this pricing steps. So step means it specifies the sequential number of the condition type in the procedure. So which number and where exactly the pricing condition type has to be inserted or included in the pricing procedure. So it specifies that one. The step specifies the sequential number of the condition type in the procedure. Number 2 column, counter. It is used to count the mini step in the same condition type in the procedure. For example, if you consider there are 3 freight discount condition types, but each and every discount condition type represents different discount value. Then for the condition type, for freight condition type, we in standard SAP, we consider it as KF00. So in KF00, under that one, we use this condition type 1 KF00, step 100, and counter 1 we use, that is KF01. And condition type 2, that is KF02, step 100 and counter 2. And condition type 3 to step 100 and counter 3. So the step 100 means that is the sequential number of that particular condition type, that is freight condition type. For example, if we consider it here. Number 3, condition type. We all know this. It is a backbone of pricing procedure which has a link from an access sequence with a valid condition record. That is example price PR00. So and MWST tax condition type, output tax condition type, KF00 freight condition, and K004 customer discount, and so on. So these are all the condition types, and it specifies the importance or significance and or the definition of that particular condition type. Description. Number 4, the corresponding condition types description will be displayed here. in the fourth column. Number 5 and 6 from and as well as 2 column. It has two functionalities. Number 1, as a base to the standard condition type. Number 2, range between condition types. Here, suppose if we maintain any value in the from column or to column, that becomes the base for the particular condition type. That means it gets the value from the particular value which we mentioned in the step number and in the from column. So that calculates the price. Suppose base price for the any discount condition, the base is price only. So the base price is PR00. So the PR00 condition, the step number is there in 20, in 20, step number 20. Then we have to specify here 20. So then for this particular discount condition type, the base will be the step number 20, that is price. Number 2, range between condition types. This is like there are multiple discounts are there from step number 100 to step number 200, and all these condition types to be added up so that the total discount will be shown in the system. So then we have to specify the range in the step number. In the from column we have to enter the step number 100. In the to column we have to enter the step number 200, so that the system will consider the calculation or summation of all the values. So column number 7, manual. Here in this scenario, whether the condition type can be processed manually or not. Suppose in real time, if, the business may require some of the condition types to be entered manually by the user, some sort of prices to be manually entered, manipulated in the system. Then we have to give that option called manual in the pricing procedure for this particular condition type. And column number 8, required or mandatory. This is a mandatory condition type. So in this scenario, user cannot process this condition type without a valid condition record. As we discussed earlier session, unless and until there is no VK11 pricing conditions master, we cannot proceed further. The system will not allow you to save the sales document in the pricing procedure if this PR00 or MWST output tax condition types are not maintained with the valid condition record. So that is why whenever you select the option required or mandatory, you have to be careful whether it is 100% mandatory, then only you have to check that particular option. So in this scenario, for example, for the base price PR00 and output tax MWST, yes, it is mandatory. It is required, and then you can check that particular box as mandatory. I'll show you in the system also. Statistical. So this is used for information purpose, and the system will not consider this value into net value calculation. So in this scenario, for the these condition types like SKTO, cash discount, and VPRS cost condition types, these two are used in the system. These two condition types are available in the pricing procedure. However, we will be considering them as statistical purpose only. The system will not calculate the net, the system will not consider this value into the net value calculation. Column number 10, print. So this is a print option to be printed on the output, whether the values are to be printed at item level or totals level. So this is a simple one. Whenever we take the bill or any order confirmation, on that the values were exactly to be printed at items level or totals level, so that we can choose this option in the system. Subtotal. This is very important for the credit management purpose. Here, whether and which fields the values are to be stored, and this value can be used for further calculation. For example, if at all you wanted to block the sales order whenever the net document value exceeds, so then we have to specify the value A in this field, in subtotal field, for the base price, that is PR00 condition type, so that whenever the order value exceeds the credit limit, then the system will block that sales order because of the value which we have specified here is A, that is KOMP CMPRE, that is credit price. So it is always useful in the credit management. However, in the credit management, we use the automatic credit control process. Number 12, column number 12, requirement. So requirement is technical part. So it is a code that is written by technical consultants in VOFM transaction. What exactly the requirement means is it is a factor in a condition technique that restricts the access of condition type. For example, the pricing routine is 2. That means it is a the pricing condition type. So it calculates about the pricing and what is the significance of that particular condition type. So here we have the routine numbers 23 and 24, which we use it for rebate condition types BO01, BO02, and BO03. These condition types will be always trigger at billing level, not at the order level. However, we will include these condition types in the pricing procedure in the order level only. But because of the routines which has been maintained over here, 23 and 24, these routines will deactivate at order level and activate at billing level. I will show you in the system, then we will understand better. Number 13, column number 13, alternative calculation type. Yes, this is one of the very important field when compared to the other fields also, apart from the requirement. The alternative calculation type, whatever the formula we enter in this field, becomes an alternative to the standard value. That is finding the value of the standard condition type. In pricing, there is no condition type to calculate the profit margin. So hence, we use the routine number 11 to calculate the profit margin. One must remember the alternative calculation type, which is very important. In SAP, there is no standard condition type to calculate the profit margin. Hence, we use the routine number 11 directly to calculate our profit margin. Next, alternative condition base value. Here, the alternative condition base value specifies the alternative condition basis to the standard condition type. That means for the standard condition type, it is going to be a alternative base. For example, if you consider KF00 freight condition type, there is a gross weight as well as net weight. Always the freight is calculated based on the weight or volume, not on the base price like the discount condition types. So hence, in this column, we have to mention the routine number 12 or 13. Routine number 12 specifies about the gross weight. That means the system considers the calculation of the prices, the freight charges based on the gross weight of that particular material. Or if you maintain routine number 13, then the system considers the net weight of that particular material to calculate the freight charges. So this is the very important field or very important column in SAP 16 is SAP SD 16 columns pricing procedure. Number 15, account key. Here, these account keys are defined by FICO consultants in real time. And in fact, for each and every pricing condition type, there is an account key. And in turn, there will be one GL account for each and every account key that is assigned in the system. So here I have written there, every condition type is assigned to one account key and each account key is assigned to one GL account. The sales revenues, sales deductions, freight revenues, and tax revenues are posted to respective GL accounts during the process, during the revenue account determination process. So example PR00 price, the account key is ERL, sales revenues, and it will have its own GL account. KF00 freight revenues, ERF is the account key and it will carry its own GL account. In the similar way, other condition types also. And finally, the 16th column is approvals. The rebates. So we all know that rebates are nothing but a special kind of a discount based on the volume of the purchase of the customer up to a stipulated time period. So based on that one volume or the value of that particular purchases, the business will grant some kind of a discount after the validity periods. So these are all the condition types like BO01 and BO02. These two condition types where it will carry the different account key, that is ERB is the account key for the accruals. So this is all about the 16 columns in pricing procedure. In short, I have written. Now I will just explain in the system what exactly it is going to be. So what is the transaction code here? It is V/08 to go to the pricing procedure. So in this, the position, so our standard pricing procedure is RVAA01. So select your pricing procedure and go to click on control button. Here you can see that the list of pricing condition types, and these are all the columns which I have shown in the system. So here, step number 8, where we have assigned the condition type EK01. So step is specified about the sequential number of the condition type. Counter, step within the step. Suppose if at all you wanted to calculate the mini steps. For example, I'll show you here. Yeah, here the condition type 110 RA01 discount from gross. Number 2, so the mini step is RA00 discount from net value. So the mini step 3, the same condition type RC00 quantity discount. So if it is each and every condition type is having different prices of the same condition type, then we use the option called counter, step within the step. And condition type, so which is a backbone of the pricing procedure, which will have an access sequence with a valid condition record. Description specifies about the corresponding description of the condition type. From and to column. So we have discussed that it has a two functionalities. One is as a base, it will work, and then another one is a range of discounts calculation. So suppose in from column, if we have some value specified here, that is step number, then it will become the base for the other condition types calculation. For example, for this condition type RA01 percentage discount from gross 100. So the step is here the gross value. We have given from in the from column 100, so that whatever the gross value comes over here, if it is 1000, then this for this it is going to be 1% of that 1000, it is going to be 10 rupees, that it is the base. So that is going to be the base for this a discount from this RA01 condition type. Two column, from and to column, if both the columns, if we mention both the values, field values, then it adds up the entire discount. See here, the discount amount we have mentioned, and in the from column the step number 100, and to column we have mentioned 299 as a step number. So whatever the discounts are there in between this step number 101 to 299, the system will add up and then display in the output. So that is why we use it as from and to columns. We have to specify, or we have to be very clear in the system. Then manual. Yes, we have discussed about this manual. So suppose I wanted to enter any of the condition type manually, that is price, gross price. Then you can select the option manually. That means the user can enter the value as per the business requirement. Manually we can enter. The system will allow you to enter this value manually. Required or mandatory. See here, the required or mandatory. So suppose if I select PR00 condition type as required, then unless and until you maintain a valid condition record for this PR00 condition type, the system will not allow you to proceed further. So hence it is mandatory or optional that we have to decide to enter. If you check this check box, then the system will consider that this pricing condition type is mandatory in the pricing procedure. So normally we used to check this box PR00 as well as the MWST, that is output tax. These two condition types are required condition types in the pricing procedure. Another column is statistical. So if EK01 cost condition type, so if you select or don't select also, this particular condition type will be considered as a statistical purpose, and the system will not calculate any values of this cost into the net value calculation consideration. Print. So we were discussing about the print, whether to print at head items level or totals level. So if you select the option called X, so you can the value will be printed at item level. If it is yes, it will be printed at totals level. Whenever we are having or we are sending any output like order confirmation to the customer, sold to party or shipped to party or billed to party or payer. So during that time, if you select the option X, so in that particular line item, that printing whatever the values are there, it will be printed at the item level. So normally we always use at the item level prices only. We will be using the value X. Subtotal. So whatever the values we store here, it will be used for the further calculation. For example, in the pricing procedure, if at all you wanted to block the sales order at pricing level, in the sales order creation level, based on the net document value, hence then here you can select the option called A. So carry over price to KOMP CMPRE, that is credit price. So that is very useful in the credit management. So this is the one which is very very important for the SD consultant. Whenever the importance of subtotal field is being asked by anyone else, you have to explain. You have to explain that this, if you maintain against the pricing PR00 condition type, if you maintain A, then the system will block the sales order whenever the sales document value exceeds. So that is the very very important and uh, important in credit management part. Requirement. So this is the part of technical consultant. It will be written by the technical consultants, and it is a factor in the condition technique that restricts the access of this particular condition type. For example, the routine, this is the two routine number two, which is item with pricing, which always comes with the pricing. And for the uh, rebates condition types, BO01, BO02, BO03, the routine numbers 23 and 24 are there. I have explained you in the slides. So only in the billing document, these two routines will consider that particular condition type to be triggered at billing level, not at sales order level. Because of this routine, because of the routine is nothing but a program. So you can select this routine 23 and click on this. It will take you to the program, the routine number. So this is how any changes to be done in real time, this value to be this particular condition type should be triggered at item level, sorry, at sales order level also. Then we have to make some changes, coding changes here, with the help of technical consultant, so that it will act accordingly. So this is how you have to give the routine numbers and the program name to the client technical consultant. So I'll come down, I'll show you the BO01 and BO02 where the routine numbers 23 and 24 are assigned there. Here you can see BO01 group rebate, BO02 material rebate, and BO03 customer rebate. See, routine number 24 has been assigned here. So that because of this reason, the system will activate this condition type at billing level and deactivates at sales order level. So this is the requirement part. So then other one is alternative calculation type. So we have discussed that alternative calculation type in SAP, there is no standard condition type to calculate the profit margin. So we always use the routine number 11 to calculate the profit margin. So if I come down here, routine number 950, here you can see that is, sorry, step number 950. Here you can find the profit margin. So 11. So 11 will be used to calculate the profit margin. See, you can see here, it is the profit margin. So any changes based on the calculation part, the similar way, you have to go to this coding part and then give this routine to the technical consultant and then ask them to incorporate any changes to be required over here. It should be calculated based on the gross price or net price or whatever it is. Then accordingly, it will be calculated and then printed on the system, printed on the output. So alternative calculation type. And the other one important one is alternative condition base value. Sorry, alternative condition base value. So this is the alternative of the to the standard condition type, that is basis as a base. Like for example, KF00 freight condition type, if I consider. So where that pricing, there is no standard pricing condition for the freight charges. So we always use the condition type KF00. We use the to calculate the weight, that is materials weight. For example, here in the KF00 freight charges. So in alternative condition base value, If you specify the routine number 12, then the system will consider the gross weight from the material master data and then calculate the freight charges. Otherwise, if you specify the routine number 13, then the system considers the net weight from the material master data and then it calculates the freight charges. So that is why here the alternative, that is why these two condition types, alternative calculation type and alternative condition base value, are which will work always work on the based on the routines. So alternative to the standard ones. Account keys. So I have already explained you account keys. In account keys definition, which is defined by the FICO consultants in real time, and these each and every condition type will carry one account key, and each and every account key is assigned to one GL account. So based on the uh, description like sales revenues, freight revenues, and cost revenues, tax revenues, the respective the posting will happen to the respective GL accounts. And the finally accruals, that is a special kind of a discount which will be stored in the customer's provisional account. Once the complete uh, the period is over, stipulated period is over, then accordingly the customer will get the discount over a specified period of time. So here you can see the routine, the condition type BO01 group, the rebate conditions. The account key is ERB and the approvals are ERU. So for other condition types, there is no accruals. Whereas for this, no, whatever the each and every transaction the customer does with the business, some value will be stored in a separate GL account. And then once the period is over, then those that amount can be retrieved by the customer. They are given to the customer by the business. So this is all about the 16 steps of pricing procedure and 16 columns of pricing procedure in SAP SD pricing concepts. So thank you all. Thanks for the opportunity given to me to explain through this video about the pricing procedure, 16 columns, significance of 16 columns, in continuation with my previous video, SD pricing concepts. Thank you all.